and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nikita and I bring useful tips and tricks that can help you take a step closer to the industry. In the previous video, I shared more about how you can use AI prompts that can help you increase your chances of getting an interview call. If you missed watching that video, I'll be linking the video in the description below. Go watch that video right after this video. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet because you forgot doing that in the previous videos, or if you're new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. It definitely motivates me to bring more such useful videos for you in the future. In today's video, let's focus more about how you can enhance your data structures and algorithm skill sets that can help you confidently answer questions in the industry and also help you enhance your portfolio, specifically if you are worried that you belong to a tier 2 or tier 3 college in India and companies might discriminate you from your educational background versus the skill sets that you may feel you have that actually makes you a potential candidate for multiple companies. Before I tell more about how you can enhance your DSA skill sets, firstly, let's try to understand why is it important to enhance your DSA skill sets. Every company, when they are interviewing a candidate for a software engineer position, the most important thing that the company actually interviews the candidate for is their DSA skill sets. So, if you are someone how to get an interview call with a fan-like company or even an aspiring startup that is making wonders in the market, then you need to crack their DSA interviews. And this is why it's important for you to understand not just how data structures work, not just how amazing algorithms are written by various companies, but also how you can actually practically use them so that if you were to build similar solutions or even more amazing solutions for the organization, you understand the practical implementation of DSA. The industry is confusing. Now, if you are focusing on DSA, you may have another question like, you should be focusing on Python or Java or C++, which is that language that most companies refer. My dear friends, the companies actually don't look for which language you are proficient with. That's not the primary thing. Although some companies have preferences that the candidate should have understanding about Python or Java specifically for fresher-like interviews, the key focus is how much well the candidate understands either one of the languages so that they can transfer their understanding to any other language that the company might be using to develop their softwares. So, let's get started understanding more about which are those top 4 courses that I have shortlisted for you that can help you increase your DSA skill sets. Now, although I'm talking about 4 courses, you may or may not choose to go through all of those. You can choose to go through at least one of those based on your requirements. So I will be also debriefing more about what each of these courses have to offer for you so that you can select what goes best with your understanding of DSA currently. Alright, so looking at the first one is the Interview Kickstart course by the Coding Ninjas. Now this is something which is actually helpful for preparation for interviews. So if you have an upcoming interview lined up and you are looking to actually brush your skill sets, then this is the go-to course that I would recommend for you to pick up. This is actually good for beginners. It will help you understand DSAs, revise your concepts and actually prepare you for interviews. The second one is by Harvard. It's called as CS50's Introduction to Computer Science. Now, this particular course actually walks you through the fundamentals of computer science, various concepts of data structures that can actually help you get started with what are data structures and how you can use those in various concepts. So, if you want to get into something as a fundamental or an beginner level course, then this course is actually recommended for you. The third one is MIT 6.006 Intro to Algorithms. Now this is a course by MIT and it's an amazing course if you want to get an understanding about practically how data structures and algorithms are used. And there are a lot of theoretical concepts that they have explained in this particular course. So this is actually recommended if you want to get deeper into the theory of data structures and algorithms. And lastly, but not the least, there is a course by Udemy which is called as Master Class of Data Structures and Algorithms. Now this is an amazing course if you want to understand the practical implementation of data structures and algorithms. So if you are someone who actually wants to know how you can implement your theoretical concepts into practical concepts, then this course by Udemy is an amazing course for you to get started with. So this is a little bit about the courses that you can take if you want to get started with data structures in whatever stage of your interview cycle you are in. Maybe you are someone who is not looking for interviews immediately but wants to have a primary understanding. Then there are courses by MIT, there are courses by Harvard that you can choose. But if you have interviews lined up, then definitely you can go with Coding Ninja's interview kickstart course. But if you are someone who thinks that, hey, I know what are strings, I know what are arrays, but I want to understand the practical implementation of these, then I would suggest going with the Udemy course. Data structures are vast, and then you may have less time before your interviews. Maybe you're aspiring to get an interview call before the year end, because a lot of people say that a lot of interview opportunities open up towards the end of the year where the year is closing, or you might have had a New Year resolution that you want a job this year, then maybe you want to get into something fast track. Then you can choose on how much time you want to spend daily, how much time you have that you can spend daily on these courses, and based on that you can divide and conquer the next few weeks to days that you have in your hands. But I would recommend, with whatever time you have, spend 30% of your time learning more about the theoretical concepts, and 70% of your time actually goes into learning more about the practical implementation of these theoretical concepts. My dear friends, this is really important, because unless you understand the practical implementation, no matter how good you know how to write an array, how to print an array, it is not going to help, because your interviewer is going to twist and trick your questions. So it's good to be prepared with good understanding about theory, but the best understanding about the practical concepts with different scenarios. I hope you found this video useful and you gained certain new knowledge about how you can enhance your concepts about DSA. If you are someone who wants to understand specifically the types of questions that companies like Google ask, drop a comment in the comment section below and I'll prioritize that video in my upcoming videos. And yes, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That definitely motivates me to bring more such useful content for you in the future. Until the next video, bye bye.